guys, what's up? This is Tarly live with her makeup all over under her eyes because it's hot out here. It's warm and sunny. It's sunny in Seattle, you guys. We're at the Hemp Fest, and this is my first Hemp Fest, and I got this cool hemp hat, and I look who I ran into. This guy owns a hemp museum, you guys, in Alaska. And I want to interview him, and he can tell us all about what hemp is for and why he started this. And I'm just going to let him tell you about himself. So here we go.
Okay.
You're on.
All right.
Go ahead and show your business card. Put that up there.
I'm with Alaska Hemp Fest. I actually started with Greener Side. Right there. There we go. Now it's legible.
Woo!
And I just basically started collecting hemp products to think about selling, and found the shipping kind of killing most of my profits. So now I just have a really awesome museum. I've been with Alaska, like I said, Alaska Hemp Fest for 4 years. I've been to Seattle twice. This is the first time with my museum that I'm actually able to share. And the feedback is just amazing. I am just so excited. I should have brought more stuff, but live and learn, right?
Yeah. Well, that's stuff over there. I mean, you have such a good display of all the interesting things that hemp could be made for.
Yes.
And I took a video shot of that, you guys. And the video, I'll put it up, and you guys will have a better shot of that. And I took a whole video of that over there of all the hemp things that are made. I mean, it's how many things can be made out of hemp?
Literally thousands,
Unlimited.
hundreds of thousands.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I mean, some we don't even know yet.
Yeah.
Because technologies are being developed all the time. I mean, I thought Hempcrete was cool, and then somebody invented spraying Hempcrete. I mean, so there's innovations on a daily basis. I'm pretty sure.
So when did you first discover hemp?
It was around 2000. The vote on yes proposition way back in the day. I started with Free Hemp in Alaska, and they were all about the education and getting the people to go out and vote. And then I kind of switched over to a coffee shop and had that for a little bit, and it was the only one that had hemp seed in the grind, so we actually had coffee shop with hemp seed in it. And then after that, I started doing the Hemp History Week in about 2010, and then I found Alaska Hemp Fest, which is awesome. And then,
I've never been there.
And then Seattle insisted that I bring my museum here because it was one of the best ones he's seen. So here I am, able to share my story in my museum.
Wow.
I'm super excited.
Wow.
It's awesome. I love it.
So what would you say is your favorite item to show people that hemp's made out of? Do you have a favorite?
I love it all, really.
Is there one thing that you find people are most surprised about?
Yes, totally.
Just the wealth of things you can make with hemp. They're just amazed. People are like, I had no idea you could do that with hemp. But I'm like, yep. And I'm still learning.
It's crazy.
People come up and tell me new things all the time. There's just so much going on. The movement is just going crazy right now.
I know
it's
a lot
a great
of people
time to
that
be
are
in the
growing
movement.
it. A lot of people are growing it. I know a lot of people have invested in it. It's been out there farms and all kinds of cool things.
Yeah. The movement is growing on both sides, both the medical and the industrial sides.
Very cool.
It's getting
So
very
are you on any social media platforms? You're on Facebook?
Yeah, mostly on Facebook.
Okay, so you guys can follow them on Facebook.
And I do have a website. It's ugly. I haven't updated it in a while. But it's there.
Websites are work, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We would rather be here socializing and hanging out,
Exactly,
right?
right. Exactly. That's why I'm here instead of building a website.
Exactly. I don't blame you.
So, and actually, it's the 10th anniversary of the Hemp History Week. So,
10th anniversary, cool.
Yeah, so I have one of the original buttons, all the flyers from 2010 that I've been passing out. In fact, one of the main people with the HIA came over and complimented me on all my work, which is really it's an honor to be recognized.
Good for you. That's very nice.
Yeah, because my name keeps popping up because I am Mr. Friend.
Mr. Friend.
Yes.
There we go. Cool. Wow. So right in Anchorage, Alaska, do you get a lot of visitors?
Well, at the moment, it's just in my garage.
Okay.
So my only real exposure has been Alaska Hemp Fest.
Okay.
And through Alaska Hemp Fest is how I got connected up with the Seattle Hemp Fest. Because Seattle's our sponsor for Alaska.
Okay.
And so I was fortunate enough to be able to bring my museum here.
Cool. So it's a traveling hemp.
Yes.
you travel to places.
Yes, and my next step is to go to Boise, Idaho,
Well, cool.
because I was invited directly last year, and this year I met her again, and we're going to do it. And I heard the birdies told me there's a hemp museum going this direction we got to check out before I bail out of Seattle.
Well, there you go.
I got like 2 days left to pack it all in.
Have you enjoyed
back
your
home.
stay in Seattle?
Oh yeah, it's been awesome.
It's been nice.
Yes, lots of walking,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
up and down, up and down.
I cannot believe how many footsteps I've walked just for this event.
Right?
Oh
I'm scared to check my
gosh.
phone. It tells me that.
I don't have it, but I should have tracked it because I don't need to join a gym membership after
Oh
this.
right. Yeah.
My legs
Yeah.
are
I don't need a
dying.
gym membership. I just walk everywhere. Yeah.
But it's been, the weather's been fantastic. So this is how many hemp fests for you?
4.
This is their fourth.
So Alaska Hemp Fest has only been around for 4 years. I showed up at the first one. I was the first one there. And that year I was just kind of hanging out with my dog. And then the second, third, and fourth, I brought my museum and kind of set it up. It's been different locations. We were in the Valley twice, Wasilla, and then the last one was in Willow. That was loud.
John, you watched the
train.
Didn't sound like a train. It sounded like a jet engine. But anyway, yeah. So I'm just happy to be here and have all my information out there, and people come by, and I've had some people sign books for me. They give me copies and then sign them. And I didn't bring it with me, but I do have a signed copy from Jack Hare on both of his books. The Bible he signed in pen, and his coloring book he signed in crayon.
Wow.
It's awesome.
Oh, that's really
Yes.
cool. That's really cool.
And I actually met a guy that was involved with Jack in doing his Hemp for Victory stuff. It's just amazing to meet all these people and other activists like me that are just passionate about what hemp can do for the planet. I mean, it's not all about getting high. There's so many more uses for the cannabis plant, and it's been demonized and misspelled on the tax stamp back in 1937. And we've come a long way from there, from the reefer madness.
We're getting there.
Yes.
We're getting there.
Yes.
Every little bit helps.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about education and knowledge, and getting the information out there
Right.
to people.
That's why I have a YouTube channel, you guys. It's about
Exactly.
getting
That's what it's
education
for.
out there. And I encourage everybody to just go on some social media, and if you don't know about something, go look it up. Get some information for yourselves. Don't believe all these companies out there. That's another thing you got to be careful with. Some of the CBD oils and stuff like that aren't necessarily the truth. So
Right.
be
Read
careful.
all the packaging.
Yeah, read the package, read the ingredients. Make sure you educate yourself. Educate.
Yeah, if you can't pronounce it, it's probably not good for you.
Yeah. So important about education. And so we are sitting in the Pacific Northwest Roots. These cool shirts over here. We're just hanging out here. We've got a nice spot, so we came over here to sesh for a little bit because there was some loud music going over by the museum. But now that the music's off,
We could probably
let's
walk back
go
over there.
there, and
Okay,
then you
and
can
do a
tell
tour?
us about it, the tour. That would be awesome. Let's
All
look
right,
at that.
let's go.
Okay, we're gonna go take the tour. And as we're going over there, I'm gonna show you guys out back. Look at this beautiful view out back here. Look at this. The sun's out. It's so beautiful. Beautiful here in Hempfest. Okay, let's go. Okay.
All right, so where do you want to start?
Wherever you want, you're the boss, man.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can start with like when I started my hemp
Okay,
museum in
let's do
2010
it.
off the side here.
Let's do it.
All right.
You go for it. Tell me about it. Do you want to walk inside or do you want to do it out here? It's totally up to you.
Well, I can't really point at
Oh,
this
this
thing.
one right here. Okay, this is
Yeah.
where we're going.
All right.
Wow, look
So
at that.
this is the first Hemp History Week that I did in 2010, the very first one in Alaska.
Wow.
And then I've collected lots of things over the years, lots of books. This is from 2004.
Blogger, YouTube person, doing her thing. So actually,
And then this growing book was signed to the greener side. I picked that up the first day of Seattle Hemp Fest. And then this is a beautiful book too. Lots of good information in here. And I found this at a used bookstore.
Wow.
And these are 2 cookbooks. Really good stuff in here. This one in particular actually has a restaurant in New York. Never been in New York, but it's on my bucket list.
Okay, there we go. I haven't been there either.
And then this beautiful display I made up a few days before I made it to Seattle to kind of help people understand like the timeline of like where we went wrong.
Yeah, that's a
And
great
how they spell
timeline.
marijuana.
Oh my gosh, check that out.
It's comical if it wasn't so sad.
Wow.
But yeah, and then these are older cards when Eric Holder was attorney. Working on this forever. And then the video version of Jack Hare, the Bibles. And as we're doing circles, that's actually me at the Cannabis Classic, setting up the awards. So I've also been part of the Cannabis Classic.
Very cool.
And I also almost had the opportunity to get Lance Mackey retired dogs.
Yeah.
And then there's through the Hemp History Week, you can do a restaurant cafe program. I mean, there's all kinds of things going on. These are actually printed on hemp paper just to illustrate.
Oh, neat.
Yeah. And then all these products. I love the granola. The waffles are awesome.
I've never had the waffles. That looks good.
They're delicious. And these things right here, we got a bunch of these for the 2010 Hemp History Week, and I could not keep them stocked.
Huh.
It was amazing. Good stuff. And then a little bit of the hemp report. It's from 2018, so it's pretty up to date.
Look at that.
And we almost had a hemp program going on, but the funding was cut. So hopefully we'll resolve that soon, so we can start growing our own stores and not have to import it to Alaska, because shipping to Alaska is really expensive. So I'm just gonna cut to
Go right ahead.
the cheat sheet. I have a list of all of the manufacturers
That's all the manufacturers and
that I was trying to work with.
that you're working with, okay? There we go. Cool.
And then this is my flyer. This is from the HIA. And these guys do what's called Vote Hemp. And Vote Hemp is the one that sponsors the Hemp History Week. And the Hemp History Week gives us all the freebies that we can give away. Like they give us hemp hearts for people.
Very
Good stuff.
cool, very
Yep.
cool.
Just pop them up, open, eat them by themselves. Or, because here's what they look like. If they can see that.
Yep. I've had hemp hearts. They're very good.
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah, very good.
So if you take that and you add water to it, it's gruel, which they used to feed the workers way back in the day.
Didn't know that.
Right.
Okay.
Most people don't. And then I learned that too. I was like, what? Who knew?
Yeah.
So if you add sugar to it, it becomes milk.
Very cool.
And if you freeze it, you have non-dairy ice cream.
So that's basically hemp milk, basically, or what they
right now.
can make
This
hemp
is,
milk,
this is
right?
hemp milk.
Okay.
The water, brown rice, and hemp seed.
There you go.
And then the rest are chemicals, because you can't have anything with chemicals in it.
Yeah.
And then this is really cool. This is the seed. So you take those seeds, like these seeds here,
Right.
and you press them. And so this is after they've been pressed, and you get the seed oil. So
Yep.
you take the seed, extract it, and you get this nice yellow because of the chlorophyll in
Like
it.
cold pressing?
Cold pressing?
Cold pressing,
Yes.
yep.
And then there's all kinds of cool products. Like I discovered these really cool dog biscuits. So this is the newer version, but I was handing them out at Alaska Hemp Fest, and people came back the next day telling me how the dogs never get off the couch and they love the stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
That's very
it's just
cool.
it's a superfood.
Very cool.
So this is the original museum. How it's that museum in the box we're about to go to. And I got a wealth of information in here.
Wow. Yeah.
Even the posters from Hemp for War
Look at that. Yeah.
and Mary Jane.
Wow. Yeah, you've been collecting stuff for a while.
Yep. The composition of the hemp seed. Nope.
Very cool.
There's another version of it. It's the highest percentage of protein.
Look at that. Wow.
And while we're talking about that, there's two versions. This one's 70, and this is water soluble. And the green one over here is more of a multi, so it doesn't mix with water too well.
Very cool. Very cool. And now our music's back.
And the music is back, so we can talk over each other. But there's another really nice chart.
Wow. Yeah. That's.
And this is all about cooking and how it breaks down.
Very awesome.
The amino acid profile, and some of these are essential, and these ones are essential for children. So that one and that one. And it's printed on hemp paper.
Gotta love that hemp paper.
Yes, it's good stuff. And then here's just a quick cheat sheet for how you can turn it into milk and ice cream. And then it gets even more complicated. There's several different versions. There's this one here. There's this one here.
Wow.
There's probably the smaller version. And here's my favorite with the cannabis plant and the pictures around it.
Yeah.
And biomass. It's an excellent source of biomass. And it's zero carbon.
Sure is.
And another example of oil extraction and what you can do with it after you've dehulled it.
Yeah, guys, this is like so much education. Wow. Yeah.
It goes on and on. Oh, this is the hemp, where'd it go? The Hempcrete, this stuff.
Oh, Hempcrete.
That company makes all these products.
Oh, okay.
And that's really hard to read.
That's okay.
Right?
We got lots of info. We're good.
And then, let's see, that's cool, but what I'm looking for is this one. This is where they claim that using hemp seed oil or lotion would test positive for marijuana. And this is the document that says it's okay. Also printed on hemp paper from 2004.
There you go.
Going through here, some more hemp facts, some notes. Oh, and the first industrial hemp license. And then this is another one from 2004. Growing Jobs from 2004. Thing on Ralph Nader, and can't read that. And here's where Hemp Oil Canada wanted to do $1 million expansion. Market for industrial hemp. And that's from 2001. And that's just a blurb of how to use it with their salads. Some recipes, if you want to catch that.
There you go. There's some recipes for you guys. Might want to try a recipe there.
There's lots more. There's a book over there full of them.
Yeah.
2 books full of them.
Cool. How
One's an excellent. There's the one for my Hempcrete. So this belongs under my Hempcrete display.
Okay, Hempcrete. I've heard about Hempcrete. Yep.
Yeah. And then here's the biomass. This is a polylytic reactor. And here's a flyer from Free Hemp in Alaska from 2000. It correlates with that blue shirt right up here.
Okay. There we go. Hemp Fest, Alaska. There we go. 2000.
And just more. This is actually from BAC, Business Alliance for Commerce and Hemp. Sustainable clean fuels. And a little thing on some CBD oils. What is it?
Very cool.
Flip it over. And here's a Senate bill. that's one of the codes. Yeah, something. I think we're getting towards the end here. Oh, and here's a nice little chart. If you're ever growing and you want to know what's wrong with your leaves.
Yeah, I have some of those charts.
It's a really nice one.
Yeah, they are really awesome.
Yeah. And I'm sure most people recognize this.
Oh yeah, we know what that is, don't we?
Yeah. And then I love this chart. I love their app. Yeah. And here's some things on some terpenes. Oh, there's even better. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, those are all. I love this information.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. There you go. There's your terpene profiles, everyone. Check them out. That's what you need.
And then this guy does infused cookies and stuff.
Ah.
They're delicious. Of course, they're Alaskan, but
Alaskan. If you go to Alaska, you get them.
yeah. And then here's another great book. Compare legal drugs and illegal drugs.
Oh my!
Look at that.
Okay.
We spend more putting people in jail than going to space.
Wow.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. $22 billion wasted. And then these guys are no longer in operation, but they had some really nice events.
Potluck events. I love the name.
Yeah, right downtown.
It's potluck.
Yeah, it was great.
Great name. Cool.
So, and here's my hemp paper selection.
Look at this hemp paper, guys.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Very cool. Nice. And you got
just the
several
stuff
different
kinds.
Yeah, cards.
It's not all hemp, but
Yeah,
like this is the grow a note. I actually found them with the grow a notes and discovered they made hemp paper.
Oh.
So that was an accident. Good accident.
Wow.
And so here's the brochures for the dog cookies. There's my puppy.
Aww.
He passed away February 25th of this year. He did not make it to the 4th Hemp Fest for Alaska, but he had a good life. 15 years, 105 in dog.
Hey, I hope mine.
Can't complain.
I hope mine lives that long.
Yeah. So
Look at
here
this
we're getting
fiber.
into the hemp.
Look at this, guys.
So most of the stuff we're going through now came in that museum in a box.
Museum in a box.
Yep.
Look at this. All these different types of
And if you flip it over, there's hemp silk. Not that one. There you go. That one has hemp
Oh,
silk.
that's hemp silk. Wow.
Yep. And hemp gauze.
Wow, that's
Isn't that
so
beautiful?
pretty. It is beautiful. Look at those colors. I didn't even know. Look at that. Oh, that's soft.
Isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like flannel.
Right.
That's
yeah,
literally
exactly.
like flannel. So is that a blend or?
Well, it actually
it's gotta
should.
be a blend,
It should tell
right?
you
Okay,
on it.
So
Yeah. Like there's some bamboo in there.
Okay, so there's blends. Okay, got it.
This one says, you can barely read it. It says
100%
organic cotton. So this is an organic cotton
Okay,
blend.
yeah. I'm like, that's why it's soft. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
a flannel.
It's
okay.
available for these guys, hemp traders.
Okay. There we go. Cool. And look
So
at
we
all
got
these rows.
hemp coffee filters.
Oh, look, hemp coffee. There you guys. Regenerative right there. Hemp coffee filter, guys. Look at that.
And the stalk, it's almost like balsa wood.
Oh, yeah.
It's super light and super dense.
Stop and get in.
Excellent biomass. Now most of them do have the hole in the center,
Uh-huh.
but I've heard that some people have strains that do not have the hole
Yes,
in it.
there are some that don't.
Right. So, and that's news to me. I didn't know that.
Yep, there are some that don't. Town fiber.
My dog's collar's made out of that stuff. And that's a replacement for plywood.
Yeah. Like
So this is the newer version, and this is the one that came in the Hemp Museum in a box.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very neat.
And this right here is a Hempcrete wall. It's made with this chipboard with a combination of lime, and it'll eventually turn to stone.
Oh, wow.
And you don't need anything else. This is your wall. You don't need drywall. You don't need insulation. This is your wall.
That's your cool. Look at
And they even make magnets, reefer magnets.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Yeah. And this is what's left of my freebie table. Oh, you forgot to free the prisoners. This shirt's really cool. This is from Hawaii.
Oh, that's from Hawaii. Wow.
Yes. 2002.
Oh, wow.
And then these are all Free the Prisoner buttons, and I made sure that I had all of them on this ribbon. At least all the buttons. There's more prisoners, but that's all the buttons I could find.
Yeah, even though it's legal, there's a lot more work to be done.
Yes.
Go ahead. There's Alaska.
This is 100% hemp.
100% hemp shirt, guys.
Now the short sleeve version was with bone buttons. This is with metal buttons.
Nice, very nice.
This is me in the valley with one of my museums. This is the second one there. The first one had all these covered drapes, so I actually had more space in the second. Got this cool little rib. And we actually found this at one of the vendors at Alaska Hemp Fest, and we had to have it.
Very cool.
And then while I was in Seattle, the lady that runs this came by and was giving these shirts out.
Nice.
Also made from hemp.
Also made from hemp.
Yes. And this is my shirt from 2000 when I was working at Free Hemp in Alaska for the legalization effort. Vote yes on 2, vote yes on 5, and it goes on. Yeah. And like street posters, which are awesome. And Inessa. And these 2 tapestries I found at Seattle Hemp Fest last year.
Oh, cool.
So these are from Seattle. And then there's these guys that are a little down the way, and they're doing the thing to free the prisoners. Those
Yes,
buttons
I
in this
saw
song.
that. Yes,
the buttons,
okay, yes.
the buttons correlate with this shirt. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. And then my new project, I have Second Life. It's a virtual world. And so the first one I made, I put an igloo there, and somebody parked their spacecraft on there. But I made a huge giant cannabis tree and a vertical wind turbine. Yeah.
That's cool.
And then this is going to turn into a rotating art museum.
Oh,
Or an
cool.
Yeah, place for artists, basically.
Cool. Are you doing that? You're doing that on virtual reality?
Yeah, this is Second Life. Right there, you can
Oh, very
actually
cool.
pen in right there if that helps anybody.
Very cool.
Oh, it says Second Life on both of them.
Yeah, that's very cool. I just put that on. You're totally good. Keep going. You're good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
we're listening.
And then this is the
looking for it.
poster from 2010. And then this is just more stuff from the Hemp Industries Association. Some nice posters. And then this is the Vote Hemp. This is actually one of the original ones because it does not have the year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the
Most of
year
them
wasn't
don't-
on the original.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
That's
Anything
nice.
that has a year means it's the older stuff.
Okay.
Yes. And so this is from this year's Alaska Hemp Fest. It's during the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. 3 days, the sun never sets. Well, it never sets for a long time, but the 3 days of the event is the sun never sets.
Right.
Yes. And so this is where it was hosted in 2019 at the Pioneer Lodge of Willow. And the scenery is beautiful. It's right along the river. It's a lodge, it's a bar, and camping. And on both sides of the bridge, somebody built stone steps around the bridge. So on both sides, there's stone steps that go up.
Very cool.
It's really cool.
Very cool.
And then this is this year's for Hemp History Week. They always make a different shirt. Return to the plant.
It's beautiful.
Backside, 10th anniversary.
Nice.
And then my mom came back with a hat. Not only is it awesome, but it's for breast cancer awareness.
There you go.
More hemp history. And these signs. We have a guy that does metal fabrications for us and made our signs.
Oh, cool.
He started making barbecue pits and fire pits, like little Jeeps that you can actually like have a fire in a Jeep.
Oh, wow.
It's hilarious. I love it.
Very cool.
And George's Army was a hat from the Dockeries.
Oh, okay.
And so there's the outside of the museum too. That's like the strains. I'm sure the hat
Oh, look at that.
from 2010
Look
as
at
well.
that. Oh, that's from 2010. How
Yes.
cool.
That's how old this thing is.
That is neat. Well, so cool. Thank you for the tour.
You're welcome.
Hey guys,
Glad I could-
I really hope you enjoyed this. This guy knows his stuff. He's obviously very enthused with this.
I am very
This is his
enthusiastic.
life.